One of the joys of working in new homes for Sowerbys is that every now and then we get to engage with a project which is outstanding, different to everything else that's going on. And here at Drayton Old Lodge in the village of Drayton, just northwest of the centre of Norwich, that's exactly what we have.
I'm Ian Wilson from Hidden Talents Development Limited, so I'm the Managing Director. Over the last 20 years we've developed some really cracking hospitality brands. So they include Byford and Holt, the Pigs at Edgefield, the Assembly House in Norwich, the folks over near Hillington near Kings Lynn, beachside out on the coast in Sheringham, and the Dyer House in Reetham. Each time probably taking a business and a building which was fairly run down and maybe lost its way a little bit, and then listening to customers' views, what customers are saying, adding our own expertise and quality if you like, and then transforming those businesses and those properties into something which was really special. Bizarrely, the transition from hospitality to property development was quite simple. So we had all that experience of developing those hospitality brands over 20 years. So also importantly, we had that experience of listening to customers and what customers want, and also what we want. Quality is an absolute non-negotiable for us. So in looking for that second site, it was absolutely essential we found somewhere where quality was possible, and also that a really good lifestyle was possible for the people who are going to live here. And so that's why we've selected here in terms of geographical location. But then actually physically on site, it's just a wonderful site. Setting foot on here, we found a site which is 10 acres. There's a lot of space here, but actually a lot of that space is taken by mature woodland, which adds real sort of character and something a little bit different.
Phase 1 is an eclectic mix of apartments, of which there are 5, both 1 and 2 bedrooms. We have 3 and 4 bedroom new build properties, and we have these extraordinary conversions for magnificent townhouses.
My name's Jamie Perry, I'm site director and I'm responsible for the day-to-day running of the site here. We've started to strip the main building, the lodge, 1914 building, cracking building, full of character. We start with the base point, which is the architect's plans, which were probably formed 2 to 3 years ago now. You get into site, you start working around the spaces, and sure enough things change on a week by week basis, but all in mind with the customer, how are they going to use the space, the ergonomics of it, ultimately focusing on quality through and through. We love design, we love to think about the space, we like to think about how the customer will use the space here, similar to hospitality to a residential home. Oak doors, we've gone for antique brass on the ironmongery within the main lodge because it's sympathetic to the building. Kitchen wise, we're looking at traditional style shaker kitchens within the main lodge, again sympathetic to the building. We'll put a really nice 30mm quartz worktop, 100mm upstand on there. Into the en-suites and main bathrooms, really good quality shower trays, glass screens, and all of those elements just helping us create really good quality throughout the build here.
This room behind me, this was put up 600 years ago. Yeah, not only a feature, but we'll restore it. So we will spend quite a good sum of money restoring this so it's in really good shape and it's structurally secure, and yeah, it will be a feature, and it tells the story, the history of the site. So looking at this one, this was built 100 years ago. It was designed by an award-winning architect at the time who had several significant buildings on his books in the Norwich area. It's stunning. We've really got to know this. We've known the site for about 2 to 3 years now, and this has become a real old friend, if you like. The most dominating factor was its position, so it's an elevated, it's like on an elevated plateau, if you like. So behind me here, we look over that way and looking south as well. Obviously the River Wensum at the foot of the valley, yeah, which is absolutely incredible. But then also to the north, so as we look over that way, about 700-800 metres, and we've got the town centre. You can wander down there, you don't have to jump in a car.
Just a stone's throw away from Drayton Old Lodge, and we're here in the village centre, where the first thing we come to is this lovely children's playground with St Margaret's Church just behind it. The first of our 2 pubs serving food all day and with a fantastic beer garden, and the second of our 2 pubs, the Red Lion, opens 7 days a week. Of course, you cannot have a village without a village hall. Always useful to have your own pharmacy and a bank just across the road there. The Willows here, best breakfast around, and when you've done that, pop in for a haircut around the corner. Butchers, hot carvery, this is making me really hungry. And Drayton Post Office will also take in your dry cleaning. A lovely florist is always a bonus for any village. In 2018, Drayton Village benefited from the opening of the NDR, a 12-mile dual carriageway around the north side of Norwich. It links the village up to the Norwich International Airport, to the main line train station, and of course the city of Norwich, as well as East Norfolk. If you'd like to know more about these extraordinary properties, please get in touch using the contact details shown on the screen.